Parents around Australia will be relieved that most kids are heading back to school this week. I know I am, but teachers are probably less enthusiastic, with new research confirming kids these days just aren't as disciplined as they used to be. Kids these days are simply too naughty. In fact, just in the last year, violent or illegal acts by school-aged children have risen 12%. And teachers say they've had enough. 100 students a day are reportedly being suspended for bad behaviour in South Australian state schools alone. And across the border, a recent survey of fed-up Victorian parents has found 26% think teachers should be able to give troublesome kids the strap. So why are Aussie kids so undisciplined? And is it time we got hardcore and brought back corporal punishment? For his thoughts, we cross to child psychologist and former teacher Dr. John Irvine. John, are kids really naughtier these days than previous generations?
Yes, they are. Your next question.
Are they really? I was naughty. My daughter's naughty. So are they really more naughty?
Oh, well, it might be genetic in your case. No, they really are, because the parents are a bit too busy and too disengaged from their own kids. The community's too divided in terms of what rules and code of conduct it wants, and the teachers are too powerless. So it's not a very good combination to get good kids, and the kids know it. And so that's why, you know, they play up, because we're not speaking with one voice. We don't have a tribe talking to them and telling them what they should or shouldn't do. We've lost it.
John, you were a teacher when the cane was used, and the truth is someone's got to be doing the caning or the disciplining. Did it work? And two, did you feel comfortable about it?
No, I didn't feel all that comfortable, and the cane didn't work because for the kids who were really naughty, they were status stripes for them, so they sort of worked on who got the most that day. And for the kids, you know, who didn't need it, there was trauma. So really it was affecting the kids most who didn't need it. And you know, I found, and as a teacher, and certainly with the teachers I've worked with over many years, is that the good teachers don't want it anyhow.
Yeah.
You know, it's just natural when we're really angry and the kids are playing up, we want to do something aggressive. But the cane's not the answer.
Now, John, I got the cane, and it worked on me. I have never been to jail, at least not for a prolonged period. But what about suspension? They all get suspended now, but these kids don't want to be at school anyway. Isn't that like giving a Biggest Loser contestant ice cream as a punishment?
Well, it just about is, Dave. It's got no relationship to the crime. The parent has to then take time off work, or what do? The kids go back after that. It might relieve the teacher of one pest for a day, but it really doesn't change the kids' behaviour, and we're caught, when they go back, with the same mess that was there before. So really, it's time out, but it's not resolving anything, and that's why, you know, although the rates are going up for this suspension, it's really not an answer.
All right, John, you've got me convinced. Suspension's not the answer. The cane isn't the answer. So what is? What's the answer?
Well, the answer is a code of conduct to which parents and kids sign up. And when a child breaks that code, because we're all agreed on what the code is, then that child is then, with the parent and the teacher, get together and work out a plan by which we're going to change that behaviour, rehabilitate the child, and we follow it through. We put big machinery and we put the heavy guns in to make sure that we follow that through. It's got to happen. It can't be done the way it is now.
Well, that sounds like a workable plan. Dr. John Irvine, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you very much.
You know, the best argument I ever heard against sort of discipline like that was not the humane one. It was actually a practical one, which is that you can hit your child or cane your child till they're 12, till they're 13, and then physically you can't. And if you haven't taught them self-discipline, what have you got?
Because they'll get bigger and stronger than you.
Absolutely, and they will hit back in the end because that's what they've been taught. Yeah. And so practically it doesn't work.
You know, a lot of people think the solution is a teacher that gets through to a child and gets through. But not every teacher, but the money we pay them is going to be Robin Williams from Dead Poets Society and stand on a desk and say, "Oh, Captain, my Captain." Well, you know, it's not gonna happen without funding.
Well, maybe the solution is tasers. Honestly.
Now, that's it. You see, you were beaten as a child and look what you turned into.
I got the cuts once and once was enough.